Welcome to another Launchpad art session. It's really nice to see you again. This week we're making these rather lovely dinosaurs. You're going to need a paper plate for this one. If you haven't got a paper plate, that's absolutely fine. You could draw around a dinner plate and then cut it out. Paper plate is particularly good for this one though, because it's got these bumpy bits on and it makes a really nice effect on your dinosaur. Right, let's have a look at how we're going to make him. The first thing you're going to need to do is to paint your paper plate and also paint some extra pieces of paper so that you can use those when you're making your dinosaur. So in the case of this one, he needs extra pieces of paper for his face and also his feet. Right, so if you start off by painting the paper, I'm using a brush like you might use if you're decorating at home. Because it means you can cover a nice large area. If you've only got small paint brushes, that will be fine as well. It will just take you a little bit longer to do your painting. Then if you turn over your paintbrush, you can use the end of your paintbrush and you can make some patterns in your wet paint, and that could be the patterns on your dinosaur. Now you can do this on the piece of paper and you can do it on your paper plate so that you get different patterns and textures on your paper ready for making your dinosaur. So that's one way of doing it. You could also just paint plain area on your piece of paper, and then when that's dry you can add patterns on top. So I've got this lovely dark bluey green colour and this is nice and dry now, and then I can print with different objects. So you can see here that I've got some circles. This actually is the nozzle that goes onto the outdoor tap for filling up little water balloons. I found it in my drawer. This makes really nice circles, so you can print your circles and decide which colour you're going to have over the top. The yellow looks really nice in this case over the top. If I turn this round, it's got a smaller end to it to make smaller circles, and I can use that to make smaller little spots on my dinosaur, and you can decide how you want to lay that out and how you're going to create those patterns. Right, I just wipe my fingers because I got all painty. Now I've also got here a cork, and you can use the cork to make patterns, so you can do nice big spots on your dinosaur. I'm using bright pink this time so you can see the different effect that that creates. And then I've got some bubble wrap. Let me do this on another piece because I'm running out of space. So if you scrunch the bubble wrap up, this makes that really nice spotty effect on your dinosaur, a little bit like scales. That would make a really nice fish as well. So you can actually use these different papers to create all sorts of different things if you make lots and lots, and it's a nice activity on its own as well. So there you can see that I've created the spots. And then last of all on this occasion, I've got a fork, plastic fork. Here we go. If I pop it on this one here, you can see that I've started already. And if you push the fork down, I can use my wooden fork for making patterns there. Right, then you need to wait for all of those to dry. Maybe pop them on the radiator if it's chilly outside and you've got your heating on, or just pop them in the sunshine if it's a nice sunny day. And then let those dry, and then you're going to need these pieces to make your dinosaur. So you've got almost half a plate for that bit, and then you need to cut along the edge of the plate to make his long neck, and you need this sort of triangle piece, although it's got a little bit of a curve around the edge of the plate, and there, that's going to be his tail. Now from your separate piece of paper or from the middle of the paper plate, you can cut out this jelly bean shape, that's his head, and then you're going to need 4 feet. If you fold your piece of paper into 4, you can cut those out all at the same time. It might be worth just pausing the video now so you can see the different shapes that you need to cut out to make your dinosaur. Right, so those are all decorated and painted, and then you cut out your pieces. So then you need to put your dinosaur together. I've got a pink and purple one here. I've cut out some extra triangles to go along his back, so we've got a spiky dinosaur for this one. which I've stuck on already. Then we need to glue on our dinosaur head. I've drawn 2 little black dots here for his eyes. You could put googly eyes on if you've got them at home, or maybe you could cut out some eyes. Let's stick his head and his neck on, and then here if I stick his tail on, I'm going to have his tail sticking up this time. Then I've got some purple pieces here, but I've done spots on, little pink spots, and then you need to stick his feet on one at a time. So I've got 1, 2 at the front, and then I need a bit more glue, so I can do 1, 2 at the back. So I have got his feet. There we go. I've got dinosaur feet now, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 all together. And then the last thing to do is just grab yourself a felt pen, and you can colour in his claws and decide how many claws he's going to have on each foot. Right, you need to have a little think now and decide what colour combinations you want for your dinosaurs. Are they going to be spiky? Are they going to be smooth? Curly tails? There's all sorts of things that you can do. Just use your imagination and decide what you would like your dinosaur to look like. There we go. There's my purple and pink one with his claws. Enjoy, guys. Let us know how you get on. Thanks very much. Bye.